Magandang Umarawbi, everybody! Welcome back to Lila channel, and today we have a game that just released yesterday actually called Uma Musume Pity Derby. Now there's actually an anime for it, so if you've watched that, you probably kept track of this, and if not, then well, let's get into it together. One thing I want to say here, or to let you know first of all, is that it's in full Japanese. There's no English translation. But yeah, so I'm gonna skip all these dialogue because for one thing, I can read hiragana, I could sort of read katakana, but I have like very little to no kanji, and the kanji that I've learned is basically trash because I don't remember them. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip these. If you want to watch these yourself, pick up the game and play it yourself. So yeah, we'll skip these cutscenes and we'll skip the dialogue as well. The thing that got me hooked into this game particularly is not because of the waifus and stuff like that. I don't really care about that. But when I was watching the anime, I was intrigued about the horse racing aspect because each and every one of these horses, as far as I know anyway, the ones that I've researched, they are actually based off on real horses. So like we'll get into it. It's kind of intriguing for me, at least, like learning about the history of some of these horses, and most of these horses are actually sires or steeds, I think is what you call male horses in real life. I don't know if all of them are actually male horses here, or they're actually dames, which is the female horses, or actually there's another mares, I think is what you call the female horses. But anyway, yeah, so Japan did the Japanese thing and made them into waifus, horse girls, just as Japan does. Character design is nice. The graphics are nice for a mobile game for sure. Oh, I thought it hanged there, but it's actually a positive. So I'm going to skip this as well. You can watch these yourselves, because I just want to get into the meat and potatoes, the gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and skip these as well, if I can. I don't think I can skip this. Oh, we have to name ourselves here. So yeah, we can't skip this. This is the naming. I forgot about this portion. So, oh yeah, you can do spaces. That's a big space though. That doesn't look like a space. That looks like two spaces. That's one space. Yeah, that's one space. Dang, that's a big space. This is kanji that I remember. So this is for girl, and this is for male, female. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with male. Ah! Ah! My name got cut off! Whatever, we're Jikken now instead of Jikken. I'm pretty sure that matters a lot. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and skip the tutorial. So from the get-go, they want us to do a gacha draw. And I guess this is what a lot of the people who like gacha games are gonna be doing or focusing their time on. So, why not? Let's roll through it. This is how the gacha looks like. A lot of people actually just skip the gacha, and I already know what it looks like, but since it's gonna be the first time for everyone else who will be watching this video, maybe. Here you go. Die with Scarlet. I forgot the name. I don't want to read it. It's katakana uka urara. Wait a minute. And gold the ship. This is the exact same batch I got on my other account. So that means it's scripted. All right. So everything else should be the same way. We're gonna skip this. So there's two things that you need to know. There's two types of gachas. There's the support cards, and then there's the main character card. So now we're going to do the support. I guess they're not really cards, more like characters, but same. I just skipped it because it's probably the same thing. We'll skip that. And this is the main game. This is where you actually do a racing simulator. So if you played Idolmaster, you like Perfect Sun or something like that. I forgot what's the name on PSP. You would know the kind of gameplay this is, because although it doesn't have the mini games that you actually participate in actively, you still have a racing simulator in the sense that you choose an activity, training, take breaks, or rest. Take breaks, rest. That's the same thing, or skill upgrades. So here's in the tutorial. They're just teaching us how to start. We'll skip all that because I kind of know how to start it anyways. Alright, so in the beginning, you choose your main character. So in this case, in the tutorial, they chose Daiwa Scarlet. And then they're making us choose Oka. So this is like, as far as I know, this is like primary and then the secondary characters. So what these characters do is they add bonus stats to your main character. So as you see here, the blue one is Uka. He gives +5 to, this is what was that? Speed. This is, and then the pink one is Gold Ship, and she adds to stamina and I forgot what this one is, and the power. And yeah, so yeah, depending on the girls you choose, they will increase your stats by 5, and I think the maximum they can give is 15. I might be wrong, maybe it could be higher, but I've only ever gotten +15 from any other character. So sometimes it'll be +10 speed and +5 wisdom or something like that, whatever. But it usually just adds up to 15, such as this 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And here they're basically just telling us to choose our support card. So I skipped the support gacha, but we'll see here. So this thing is kind of like a optimize or auto assign. I don't know if it actually optimizes, but it does auto assign support cards. So if you take a look at this, yeah, these cards are pretty much the same. Since they're in Japanese, there's really no need to get into it. It's just that they provide buffs. As you can see here, like at the right corner, this one provides I forgot what that thing is called. Moral, I don't know, speed, stamina, and this is like I guess condition, and this is also power. So those are reflected over here. These will help you down the line when you're training, because they'll basically give you buffs when you're training, like bonuses, I believe. So we'll skip the initiation as well, cutscene. As you can tell by now, this game, if you can't read Japanese strongly or fluently, you're going to be skipping a lot of the dialogue, unless you want to watch your characters move around, but I don't really care for that, as I mentioned in the earlier the video. I just like the gameplay, technically. So that there was your objective. You can also see your objective here. We're gonna skip this turn on skip. Oh, we can't turn on skip. So here's the training portion I was talking about. So right now they want us to do speed. So from left to right, it's speed, stamina. I mean power. What is that? Power, stamina. I can't read kanji, and I can't read kanji. But this is kind of like I guess it's the fire, whatever it is, morale, and this is the wisdom. So yeah, speed, power, and stamina. So yeah, this is another portion of the game. There is choices that you can choose. So it's like I guess in a way, it's sort of like a visual novel style, but most of the time there's only one choice, and it's not really. It's just to further the story along, the side stories and whatever, how they're intact with your main character and the trainer, which is you. Anyways, we're gonna just keep going on. That one was basically break, so we're taking a break. That will increase our I guess this health. I can't read what that is. I don't know what this is, but then this is like, to me, like stamina, actual stamina, like for or energy, I guess would be the right term, because there's already stamina stat. So without this, if your energy goes below around here, your character gets tired, and being tired can lead you to actually failing training, which is basically just a waste of your turn. I don't know how it affects races, but I'm definitely sure it maybe cause injury. Or maybe I take that back. I have never seen an injury happen to my characters yet, or maybe I have, but I couldn't read it, so I couldn't tell. But I'm pretty sure if there was an injury, it would have been more. What do you call this? More prominent in like the scene change or something. But I have never seen one yet, gladly. So this is called skills. So here you can actually exchange skill points for skills. Now another issue here is that I can't read this, so most of this is just a guessing game. For the most part, I've played enough to know that some of these skills they do affect the gameplay, which we'll be getting into in a few clicks here, because yeah, here. So now this is race. So this is when we're actually gonna start a race. Since this is a tutorial, we have no choice, and usually the beginning there's no choice actually to make when you start up this I guess adventure what do I call it, RPG, I guess RPG mode. So we'll do the first race and let's start. Usually green means go, so I couldn't read it, but then yeah. So yeah, there's the pre-game talk. I don't care. See, this is the choices that matter. It's only one choice, so there's really no reason to actually care. But there will be times when it'll ask you to choose between 2 or 3 choices, and that's when your choices matter, if you can understand what you're choosing. But I just usually just choose whatever floats. So this portion here is basically the portion where you get to choose which position your horse would stay during the race. Basically, you can tell from the character. So look, she's staying second or closer to the first place or forward, middle. I don't know. I just looked at that, but yeah. So you choose that, and there's also aptitude. So as you can see at the end of the position, there's A, E, G. So I'm guessing like better aptitude means better chances of holding that position till the end. But like I said, it's I can't read it because of the kanji, and I probably don't even know what it means anyway, even if I could read it. So yeah, here's the actual race. So in the beginning, before the race actually starts, it shows you your how you fare up against everyone else. No bar means it's like below average. Triangle without a fill is, I guess, average. Then circle is good. Fill is good, and then circle is great, and then I guess double circle is the best. So yeah, I just skipped the dialogue here because I we don't understand. Anyway, so here's how the race starts. It starts off from that like, actually, if you guys watch horse racing, you guys know how this game works, right? You just watch your character do it from the race. So you can actually skip, and this will skip to the last corner. You can see from here there's like 1, 2, 3. I think it depends on the race course how long it is. There might be 4 like parts of the race. But yeah, so this is our character, Dawa Scarlet. Right now she's in 2 out of 9. And yeah, she doesn't really have much skills, but usually skills will activate depending on the character where they prefer to be at, like either at the big back, middle forward, or front. So we'll skip ahead to the last corner of the race, and here we are. So right now she's in 3rd place. I think she will be activating her skill here, because there's no way she or does she lose? Actually, if I remember correctly, she did lose. She did lose in my first playthrough of the tutorial. I think she will lose. She doesn't have any skills to activate. Oh no, she does! Okay! If you see here, there's a skill that activates Risa, Pesa. Okay, never mind, I couldn't read it in time. But yeah, it activated and it gave her the power boost at the end to overtake the 1st place. And yeah, so she won 1st place. I don't remember her winning though in my playthrough. Maybe I just misremembered. Or the 1st playthrough. So now we have the ranking system. If the more you win, the more points you get, and the higher up the pyramid you get. I'm not really sure what this is, unfortunately, but I just know the better rewards you get, the higher you are. Let's just put it that way. So what now they're trying to tell you is that at the end of your playthrough with your character, if you lose particularly, you'll be brought to the screen, and this is your last chance to redeem your skill points. Because if you don't use your skill points here, you basically lose all the skill points you accrued during your playthrough, and you have to restart. Basically, skill points are used to get the skills, like I said, but these skills will be saved onto your character even though the game is over, and they basically get a rank. So let me further explain that here. So right now she's just confirming that you will lose the skill points. Here's basically where your character's stats and is basically placed on. Since it's rank F, it's not really high. The lowest is G. So G, F, you're basically 2nd lowest. But yeah, that's the score you got. And from here on, your character that you use will be created into a character with that grade. And I will show you that after this. I don't know what these are. Speed or something. I think these are just rankings or something. I don't know. But yeah, so here, this is the screen. These are the skills that you ended up with, and this is that you ended up with when the game was over. So these are basically your. This is basically your new character, your F ranked Daiwa Scarlet. Yeah, continue. And yeah, just more overstats. Usually it will show you like courses you won. This is like a popularity. I think 742 followers or something. I'm not really sure what that is for. And then of course your supporter cards get experience, and you get some rewards here. So the tutorial goes on. God dang. Okay, skip that. And this is race. This is basically gonna tell us to show us the PvP portion. This is not a real-time PvP, but you basically create a team and you use that team to race against another team. So right, this is the team creation screen. Yeah. Skip this. So right now, so as you can see, I think G or G plus is the lowest, but I guess G plus is the lowest according to this. So this is the Daiwa Scarlet we got in the gacha roll from the tutorial, and now you'll notice that after that tutorial of the RPG mode, we actually have a Daiwa Scarlet F. So it went up a rank, or half a rank, because it goes from G, G plus, F, F plus, and so on. So she's definitely stronger. We can't compare the stats here, unfortunately, but she definitely has better stats than the first one. I guess you can tell by the 799 and the 507 over here. But yeah, that's technically it. So also, before you head into the PvP, this is also important because you need to choose which position you'll be rocking the whole race against other people. You can't change it when you're already starting a PvP match. That's the only time you can change your characters, and your positions of the characters is in that screen right here. And you can also do it in before the match, of course, like you saw earlier. Just now, you can change it here, but you can also change it in a different screen. But as far as I know that's the only two places you can change it. And now we're gonna get some bonuses. 1500, 150. So these carrots are basically in-game premium cash, and there's a difference between the premium cash and the in-game premium cash earned and the in-game premium cash bought. And I'll show you that in a few clicks if I get the chance. So yeah, that's just event page. So let's go here. So this is the this is basically a story, and these are all stories. So I'll talk about that later. But yeah, so here's the gacha, what most people will probably be interested in. I'm sort of interested in it as well because you can actually make a lot of free in-game carrots or gems, whatever they're premium carrots, gems. But yeah, so let's do one free roll here. You can tell it's free because it's 0 minus 0, so yeah. And I think this free gacha is a daily thing. But just to make sure you don't mistake it for like paying. Always make sure first. So one thing to know is that after you unlock a character, their stories or side stories get unlocked as like this. That's just all that is there. So here is like the mission screen. So you have the dailies, you have the main. I can't read this. But all I know is that these are basically prizes for accomplishing tasks. So as you can see here, this button basically gets everything. So let's go ahead and claim everything. 140 carrots, and yeah, that's all for that. And then of course this is the gift box. You can also collect everything by just pressing the green button here, and there auto collects everything. And let's see what. Oh yeah, let's talk about the stories. So here we have the main story. This is basically the game's main story. It does not cost any energy to do. All you have to do is basically just click on it and download the map Yeah, you can see you can download the map either. This is basically with voice, and this is no voice. If you don't want the voice, you definitely don't need to do that. You can just click here. Right now, it doesn't matter. They're both the same. So, but later on, you'll notice that there is a difference in the amount of megabytes needed to be downloaded if there's no voice. This is just portrayal, portrait or landscape. So you get to choose how the story will play out when you're playing it. I'm not gonna do that right now. And this is the side stories. So as you can see here, these are all the characters we have unlocked from the gacha, and they also have stories that can be read, but they also have to be unlocked. So there's this thing called friendship points, or these heart points that I don't know what they're actually called, but basically the more you level them up with those hearts, the more stories you unlock. But yeah, that's that. And this is the party organization screen. So here, this is for your characters, they're actual racers. This is for training, leveling up your characters, and you can only level up your characters by unlocking or attaining like these items. So here you have like some sneakers, and the higher you go up, you have some more items that you can unlock, and you need to get before you can unlock the levels. You can get these from the RPG mode, and that's that. And here we have Ascension, essentially. So you can ascend your character, or like not ascend, but increase your stars by getting these puzzle pieces. And these puzzle pieces can be bought by using these trophies. I don't know what these actually are, but I'll show you in the shop. But when you do gacha and you get the same character, you basically get a amount of these shards or puzzle pieces, whatever they are. And yeah, once you hit a certain number, you can increase your star, which increases the base stats. Kind of like basically any other game that has a star mechanic. And here, I'm not quite sure what this is. I don't know what this is. I never got a point where these were highlighted, so I don't mess with it. This one is, I don't know what this is either. I think this is basically breakdown characters or something, or I'm not sure, but basically you get clovers and you can do something with that. Maybe I'll talk about that once I get the chance to do it. So this side is for your support characters. This is for leveling them up, and you level up your characters by using support SP. SP can be gained by playing the RPG mode or racing against other players, and these horseshoes can also be got by playing the RPG mode and racing other players. And this is the same thing as the stars actually for the support cards. So how do I do it? I actually don't remember how to get these support. I think you just basically draw another card and you can increase your gem rating, whatever that is. But basically, just like the stars, they increase your stats for your support cards. And this one, oh, this is your set. So remember when I said earlier, in the RPG mode, you have to choose some support characters. So this is like this is where you can set them up, and then there'll be like an instant set, I believe. I might be wrong, but because I never actually used this. And this one is, I guess, is the same thing as the other one, where you can like demolish your characters or something, ascend or something, and you get horseshoes. I still have yet to try this. Sorry guys if it's kind of confusing, because I'm just trying my best to do from experience and what little I could read. Now let's go to the shop. Alright, so here we have the shop. This is basically friend points. Friend points you can get by making friends and being friendly with them. This I never got. These are like circle points. I don't know. I never got them yet. These I never got. Oh, these are the horseshoes you can get from the supporter cards, I believe. Then clovers from the characters, breakdown, whatever. And then here, these are the silver trophy, whatever you get from double pulling, or like if you have a card already, you get. If you have a character already and you pull another one, you get one of these, one or two, depends on the rarity of the character. But you can use these to redeem these puzzle pieces. And then we have this. So this is actually a ticket you can use to redeem any 3-star character. So it's kind of like one of these things where you get to choose which 3-star character you can have right off the bat. Yeah, I'll choose that later, I guess. But yeah, if you join today, and I don't know how long this promo will last, but yeah, join today and you get a free 3-star ticket. Not sponsored or anything, but you know, I just like the game. TP is your training points, basically to play the RPG mode, which is right here. And RP is your racing points. So yeah, right here. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. On the next video of this, if you know, I probably will, just to actually show the RPG. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I just wanted to share this because it's a fun game, and hopefully you guys will like it too. By the way, like I said, I'm not sponsored. I'm just sharing a game that seems pretty fun, and maybe you guys will enjoy it as well. But sige po, paalam.